Welcome to your favorite Tennessee Titans podcast, Tennessee Titans Weekly. Jacques,
Ho,
Jacques,
ho.
what's up, folks? What is going on? We stink. We suck. I don't know if y'all can read my bag, but that's where I'm at right now, Jacques. We are terrible. The Tennessee Titans with a loss. I was trying to find a paper bag, but I couldn't find a paper bag, so I can't barely see. But you all get the picture, man. So the Tennessee Titans lose today to the Detroit Lions, 52-14, in a real bad loss, man. The Tennessee Titans are now 1-6. We want to say thank you, everybody, for joining us here on Bleacher Report. You can follow us here. You can subscribe to us here on Bleacher Report at Lorenzo the Hawk and also at Jacques Merrill. We're on Instagram as well at Tennessee Titans Weekly, on YouTube as well under Tennessee Titans Weekly, man. We're out there. So, Jacques, the Detroit Lions, man, a Super Bowl type of team, man, put the whooping on us today, Jacques.
Mm-hmm. They did. I mean, what can I say, man? I mean,
Yep.
Yeah,
man.
They spanked up on us pretty good. Like you said it, Super Bowl caliber team, so it makes sense. I mean, and I think the number one probably scoring offense in the league right now, because if not, they should be.
Yeah, for sure, man, for sure. So, Jacques, man, we saw the game. We talked about it throughout the game, man. What would you say is the main? There's several reasons, I'm sure. We could talk all day about this. What do you say is the main reason the Tennessee Titans lost against the Detroit Lions? We got that poll question out there, by the way.
The biggest reason was special teams. I mean, special teams really killed this, man. They had over, somebody can quote me on this, I think over 200-something yards of special team yardage alone. And you just can't win like that. They had a punt return for a touchdown with former Titan, of course. The typical Titan style, Khalif Raymond, the unsung hero from the Baltimore playoff game. Khalif Raymond, I mean, he did his thing. So, I mean, special teams has really been a blunder this year, and this continues to be a blunder. And I think that's the biggest main reason you ultimately lost the game. But you had turnovers as well. Again, I'm not surprised, man. I'm not surprised. What else can go wrong? I mean, only thing that can't go wrong at this point is the Titans plane running out of gas and can't even get to the damn game. I mean, at this point, it's like, what's the point? You know what I mean? So for me, it's special teams, dog. Special teams killed us. They look bad, man. We don't have no speed on special teams, dog. I'm literally trying to figure this out. I'm like, where's the speed at? Where's the personnel? I mean, at least Mike Vrabel catered to the special teams unit, and I understand why now. Vrabel, I apologize. I get why you catered to that particular unit because of situations like this. They can cost you games, they can cost you points. But special teams, man, really just did it. And I mean, what else can I say? I mean, and of course, turnovers and all this other crap. But hey, tighten up. What about you, Hawk? How you feel? What do you think ultimately lost this game?
Facts, no paper. Yes, special teams for sure. But I'm going to also say as well, man, is penalties, turnovers. To me, that was huge today too, right? We had 7 penalties and 2 turnovers, right? Those are things that are, when you have the time of possession of 35 minutes, they have as well. You look at their time of possession of 24 minutes, and then they had 52 points out of that, right? How is that? All game long, we played on the short field, right? Played on the short field because of a lot of penalties and turnovers and special teams too. But those things hurt us. We had 2 plays literally where, if you look at the run by Tony Pollard, you even look at the touchdown that we had with Jaquan Jackson. A lot of those plays that we had were turned over based on penalties, right? And it's like, wow, we're giving ourselves an opportunity. Early in the game, we actually was punching Detroit in the mouth. We were pushing the ball on those things, and then penalties took place, right? Whether it be holding for Peter Skoronski, being offsides, just so many different things that we had, man, that really hurt us. For sure, special teams was the main reason, yes. But I'm telling you, I think penalties and turnovers was as bad for us because they were drive killers, right? We had opportunities again, touchdowns scored that were getting pushed back because of penalties. They have to do better in being more efficient and being more disciplined. And I didn't see that for the Titans. I actually think they gave up right at the end of the second half. You look at even going into the end of the first half, we had an opportunity to score, right? And we didn't even do that. We threw the ball 4 times in one drive. So I look at the way that we looked at from penalties, it really killed our momentum in this game. So I'm going to weigh heavy on penalties / turnovers, the controllables, right? The controllables that we had today. It was bad, Jacques. It was bad. It was bad.
Yep.
Yep.
It was bad, Hawk.
Yep.
But hey, it is what it is. At this point, Hawk, are we the worst team in the NFL? Do you think we're the most horrible team in the NFL?
So we got that poll question out the way. So let me show you better than I can tell you if we're the worst team, in my opinion, right? Let me show you, Jacques. I got this bag for a reason. It's not even Halloween yet, man. I think we are the worst team in the NFL, dude. I do. And I'm not saying from a talent standpoint, bro, but I'm saying from a discipline standpoint, special teams is the worst in the league. We have situations on offense. We don't know who's going to be our quarterback. We're not making big plays. Carolina's a young team as well. I know that'll probably be Carolina, maybe New England. Those are teams that'll probably be in that. But you look at the Tennessee Titans overall, man, we're not scoring points. Carolina scores more points than we do right now. So I'm looking at the fact we can't score points. We had 14 points this game. How do you win football games? You got to score points, and we're not doing that. We suck. We stink. The season's done. We did all we can do right now. We're not a good football team. We get penalized more than most teams in the league as well. We're in the bottom 5 in that regard as well. And you look at overall as far as special teams, before this game, we were second in the league in special teams efficiencies. And I'm sure now after this game, we're number 1 in the league as well. So looking at the stats and just looking at how we're playing right now, I think we're the worst team in the NFL, man. So, Jacques, I don't know how you feel, bro. How do you feel about that?
I think Carolina's the worst team in the NFL. I think we're the second worst team, just in my opinion. I think Carolina's coaching staff has been there longer than our coaching staff. They have Bryce Young, who's a second-year quarterback. You can say that about Will Levis, but the expectations from Will Levis to Bryce Young is different. It's just from an overall team perspective, yeah, they're young, but we're getting young and we're getting there. But I think I'm a little bit indifferent than a lot of people because I kind of understand what's going on and my expectations have been tampered ever since last year. So it's almost like, yeah, we're the worst team. We kind of been the worst team. So it's like, hey, whatever. What they say, embrace the suck. I've embraced the suck. I'm like, it is what it is. Again, the worst team, no. I say the second worst team. Yes, for sure. And it will reflect. Now we can get to the worst, the number 1 worst team. If we keep doing what we're doing, then I'm okay with that too. Wink, wink. There's a reason why I'm okay with that. Because, hey, I understand there's a process and I've seen other teams kind of go through this. And hopefully we can rewrite the ship like them, a la Detroit, Cincinnati, and all those other teams. But we'll see. But yeah, I don't think we're the worst team in the NFL because, of course, your defense is still kind of balling a little bit. I think Carolina is. But again, it's like saying who's the better loser. I'm like, I don't like being a loser at all. I don't know about y'all. I know y'all don't. But yeah to me, I think we're the second best worst team in the NFL.
Gotcha, man. Gotcha. So the Tennessee Titans again with the loss today against the Detroit Lions, 52-14. The Detroit Lions is definitely a Super Bowl contender, man, especially on offense. They're unbelievable with Jared Goff. You got 2 prime running backs in Montgomery and Gibbs. You got arguably the best tight end in Laporta. You got Amon-Ra St. Brown and other receivers as well. You got Panay Sewell, who's arguably the best left tackle. They're a great football team, and not just that, man. They got Dan Campbell as well, man. We went to Motor City. Detroit slapped us around. They scored on us easily. I honestly think they could have scored 70 points if they wanted to. So we're basically knowing, as you all know as well, that this season is done. So, Jacques, I have a question for you in that regard, man. So for right now, what is the most important thing that the Titans need to focus on for the rest of the season, man?
It's building for next year. Finding your key pieces. Like, who's your key pieces for next year? Because, like I said, I think that's what my mind is who, one, we know the quarterback position is a big question mark right now. So I ain't going to even put that in there. How is your offensive line playing? Are they improving? Are they getting better? Are they blocking better? Because this unit comes back next year, right? What are we doing? Next, like you said, we're already set up to be in the top 3 position anyway, so we can continue what we're doing. I'm okay with that. Do what you got to do. Keep people healthy that need to be healthy, like Tony Pollard. I think once Tony Pollard gets his 1,000 yards because he's on pace, sit that man for the rest of the year. Sit him for the rest of the year because you're going to need him next year. I'm almost kind of with that to the point, even with JC and them. I'm like, hey, JC, bro, you already kind of trending to be an all-pro, a rookie and all-pro. Do your thing, bro. Just sit down. So I think health-wise for your key pieces that are performing, your rookies are looking good. Just small little wins, man, that we have to try to figure out from this season. So I think just looking beyond this season, because again, this season is a smoke and mirror. We're done. Okay, we just is what it is. I don't care no more. I'm with Tulsa Titan. I don't even get upset anymore. I'm 100% with you, bro. My emotions are just like a girlfriend. I'm just checked out. I'm done. And so it's trying to figure out how do we rebuild the relationship at this point, right? You're like, wait, how do we rebuild a relationship? So I think even with that, what you have, even on defense, you have some nice pieces in those rookies. See what Ced Gray's looking like. I think Cedric is scheduled to come back. Get him up to speed. Get him going. So I'm focusing on the younger guys, the rookies that are performing at a high level right now. And also when it comes to even trying to get Calvin Ridley up to speed. That's another thing. He had a great game today. I'll give him that, right? They're not a touchdown, but he had a good game. Can you continue to get him in a rhythm where you feed him? That's hard because we don't have a competent quarterback on the roster yet, but have them look forward to something, whoever we draft at quarterback, to have them look forward to something that we have. So that's for me, bro, is the most important thing for the rest of the season. Stay healthy. The players that are performing, keep them on the right track so we can get them for next year. And then 3, hold that top 3 position. Hold that top 3 position in the draft. Just hold it, okay? Just figure out how you can hold it. Stay there because we need that. That's the most important thing that can set this franchise forward or it's going to set us back. What about you, Hawk?
So, Jacques, I'm going to say this, man. So I agree with everything you stated. I'm going to say, man, looking at this season is, man, the young guys that are out there, the Tavondre Sweats, the Brownlees, the J.C. Lathams and those guys, man, hey, younger guys that are out there, man, continue to get experience because we're going to need y'all next year, right? Continue to build on that. Even against Detroit, you're playing a really good football team in the Detroit Lions. This is what a Super Bowl team looks like, right? This is what that experience when you play really good teams. You're like, whoa, these teams are really good. This is the best team we've played all season, and might be the best team we'll play this season. So when you look at those young guys playing today, overall, man, it's more like, okay, who's going to be with us in 2025? So this is an evaluation that's starting right now. You think of, okay, the offensive coordinator situation. How are we going to do next year? This is my first year in Brian Callahan. Do I make these play calls next year or do I give it to Nick Holtz, right? How's this fitting for next year? You're looking at, shout out to Jay Burks. You look at special teams. I think the special team coach needs to be released. I think he needs to be fired before they go back to Nashville from Michigan, right? It's more like, okay, what do we do with him? Like, do we keep him? How do we evaluate? Okay, Will Levis. Are we keeping Will Levis for next year? Are we trading him? We're going to keep him or whatever. I think right now it's an evaluation period. And when you evaluate, that doesn't a lot of times equate to a lot of victories. You know what I'm saying? And so I think right now we need to look at everything as a whole, every position, every coaching member, and sort of figuring out, okay, listen, we got a stadium to fill out in 2 years. Do we have all the parts to make success? That's the evaluation period. We know we're not making the playoffs. We're not a good football team. A little down because of the fact going into the season, I did not anticipate us playing this bad. I didn't. But that's the case. That's the situation. So now it's like, okay, let's change our focus from maybe being a playoff team or winning maybe 8 to 9 games. And let's focus on like now. We know we might not win many games. Who's going to be down with us moving forward? You know what I mean? And if after the season we evaluate and they're not, we need to start cutting ties with folks, drafting guys, bringing guys in, man, and starting anew, man. So that's kind of where I'm at on that, man.
Left tackles in the track. Okay. So will the Titans win any more games? Win more than 3 games, to say the least?
No. I think 3 max, 2 possible. Looking at the rest of the season, man, we got the New England Patriots, we got the Jags, we got the Colts. You know what they do that we don't do? They score points. We don't. So outside of those games, maybe winning one, maybe two of those games, I don't see us beating any other team. You know what I mean? And it sucks, but our issue is not so much defense. It's more on, can we score enough points? And I even said that before the season started. Can we score enough points? I do not see the Tennessee Titans winning more than 3 games this season. I'm almost saying 2, and I'm not trying to be emotional on this, but y'all, we do not have a good football team. We don't. So I don't see us winning more than 3 football games this season, man, and that's terrible, bro. What about you, Jacques?
I hope we don't win no more games this season. I don't even care no more. Just get me to the off season, bro. That's how I'm feeling. If we win games, cool. I don't care. I don't think we will. It just is what it is, bro. At this point, man, I have checked out. I don't care. I'm like, hey, do what y'all do, bro. Like, do we think? Not really. I mean, again, like you said, Patriots won today. I know the Browns won today. The Jags didn't lose. They lost today to the Packers. So, but they still, like you said, they score points. We're stuck at 14. They got pretty okay defenses, but at this point, I can anticipate somebody else getting injured. Calvin, I think he was slow to get up. So if he's not even on the field, then we're really screwed, right? I mean, hey, it is what it is, bro. But no, I don't think we will. So
okay,
yeah,
okay,
I don't.
All right. So, folks, right now, listen to this, y'all. Real life, right now, on this at this second. If the draft started today, and we got a long way to go before the draft, so these numbers could change. But as of today, if the Tennessee Titans were to draft, the Titans would pick number 2 right now.
Yes, sir.
Right? Would pick number 2. If
Yes,
the draft started today behind the Carolina Panthers, that's where we would be. We've lost 3 in a row. This is where we are. So, Jacques, and those in the comment section. So if that is the case, right? If that is the case, how excited are you about us being a top 3 draft pick for the next season, man? Are you excited? How do you feel, man?
I'm beyond excited. Yes, give me that. Yes, I want yes, because at this point we need change. I know Shador. I know either Cam. It's either one. You got either one. Yes, sir. I'm excited. Yes, sir. Yes, sir. I'm excited.
Yes.
I'm excited, and I know a lot of fans don't understand because they're tired of losing. Blah blah blah. Listen, this is what happened to the Bengals. This is the same thing that happened to the Bengals that year that they tanked. And I think, what was their record? You remember? It was
like,
horrible.
I think 3-13 at that time. 16 games.
It was bad. It was bad, and they lucked up and got who? Joe Burrow. You're like, whoa, y'all got who? And what Joe Burrow showed in that next season, because he whooped up on us, he tore us. He whooped up on us. I never forget Hawk said, man, Joe Burrow, he cold, man. And that's what the year we were pretty good. And I was like, man, the Bengals just murdered us. What was going on? But it was Joe Burrow. And then all of a sudden they get Jamar Chase. You like, hold on, they building something. Only thing they didn't have was an offensive line. And then the following year, I think that's when they went to the Super Bowl, I think. Yeah. And so the Lions are the same way. Again, I trust the process when it comes to Rand. There's a lot of people out there that want to fire Rand and blah, 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 blah. Man, I'm not there yet, okay? And Callahan did say, oh, we have a plan at quarterback. So when I hear that, again, I don't trust anything they say. They can sweep it down as Will Levis. No, it's not, because you got to get, like you said, I bought my tickets to the new stadium already. I have, okay? I have. My family has already. My homeboys have. We're in there. It just is what it is. That's how much I bleed blue, okay? I'm a diehard Titans fan, okay? So you're going to have to find more people to buy up. So you're going to have to sell this. You're going to have to sell something, right? We need to get the fan base excited. Hawk, what did you say? You told me earlier, man. What did you tell me earlier? You said you're tired of – what did you say? Remember when you said that while we were on the phone? It was personal comment. You said, I'm tired of looking forward to the next offseason.
Yes, right. That's how it's been the last 4 years. Every time we talk, we're ready for next year. We're planning for next year. We're planning for next year. We've been saying it for 4 years, bro.
Yep, exactly. And at this point, it's like it has to stop. This has to stop because people are starting to check out. You have to sell. So, yes, I'm excited, man. Keep doing what you're doing, Titans. Because, again, I think this is part of the plan, to be honest with you, dude. I really think this is part of a bigger plan, and they trying not to say it, but I think they're tanking on purpose, man. What about you, Hawk? How excited are you? I think you're a little excited. There you
See
go.
those two guys right there, man.
There you go.
It'll be worth it if we can draft one of these guys. And I'm not sitting there saying I guarantee these guys will be some all pros or whatever like that. But what other choice do we have? What else? What else do we have? Do we stick with Will Levis? Is that what we do? Or do we bring in a free agent quarterback? Again, I'm tired of being a mid-level team every year. And we have not had an opportunity to somewhat tank, right? And I don't think the season started off that was the expectation based on how many free agents we signed. But it is what it is. In life, things change, right? So it's like, I'm not saying that Callahan and Rand are like, okay, I want y'all to lose on purpose. But I do think they're going to put young guys out there to learn and things. And if we lose, we lose. And then they learn, they get experience. We get a quarterback. We've already added new draft picks, even for next season. We now have 8 draft picks. And, next year, we're going to add more. I think we're building. So I think right now, if you're asking me now, I hate losing. I mean, that's why I got the bag on my face. But I'm excited. If we're able to get a really good quarterback early in the draft. If we're number 2 in the draft, we're drafting the quarterback. And I would be damn if we don't draft a quarterback.
Hey, you talking about losing?
If we did that, right?
Man, keep going, Hawk.
We have a new stadium. We have a new stadium in 2 years, and I'm going to always put that as the caveat. We have a new stadium to fill out in 2 years. We have to have a marquee player. And we don't have a marquee player. We don't. Nope. Derrick Henry was our marquee player. We don't have that. So I'm not saying go lose on purpose, but I am saying put the young guys out there, let them learn. If we win games, cool. But looking at where we are, we're going to probably finish top 3 to top 4 for sure this season, man. So get your quarterback, folks.
Yep,
get your quarterback.
Yep, get your quarterback. I agree. I think, again, this is the perfect time to do it, and you have to, man, unfortunately, right?
That's right. That's right, man. That's right. So, well, listen, folks, we are at our favorite part of the show, man, which is the live chop-up. If you're watching us outside of Bleacher Report, it's not going to show live. But if you are on Bleacher Report, man, we ask that you throw some questions out there. We'll answer those questions. Again, you can follow us on YouTube, here on Bleacher Report. We're out there, Tennessee Titans Weekly. Hit us up, man. Let's answer some questions out there.
So, Jawan Owens. Hold on. He asked a question. Okay, so this is are there any good left tackles in this year's draft?
I don't think so. I don't know of any right offhand. I guess my mind hasn't been on left tackle because we have J.C. Latham. So yeah. So do you know of any?
Not really. I'm like you, bro. I don't. J.C. Latham to me has been playing pretty good. Maybe right tackle. We do need a right tackle.
We need a right tackle.
We do need a right tackle. So I think if that's the case, I would take. Man, this whole draft should be a total offense. We need tight ends. We need a right tackle. We need wide receivers. Thank you. That's why I was thinking, B. Holmes. We don't need one, in my opinion. And I'm gonna tell y'all something too. This is how much a quarterback can change your trajectory of your season. I'm watching Washington. I'm watching this game right now, and that boy Jaden Daniels is balling, dog. He's balling. Okay.
Yep.
Balling. Okay. But what did Washington go out and do? Got him a quarterback, right? And I know we talked about Cam Ward, man. Ooh, that's a great question. Jay Burke, if we picking 1 and 2, bro, they ain't gonna be gone. They'll be there. They'll be there. Now, if hypothetically, if they're gone, Hawk, what would you do?
Yep, if they're gone, yes. What do we do?
Yeah, that's a great question. I don't see any other. I mean, you got what's his name from Texas? But he's so injury prone, man. That's my problem with him. He's pretty decent. At that point, if they're gone, I don't think If let me say this, let me put this scenario out here. If the Titans are officially picking 1 or 2, they're going to get a quarterback. If they're picking number 7 and below, what you're going to see, you'll probably see a bridge quarterback. You'll probably see Mason come back, or you'll probably see somebody in free agency that they'll get, and they'll probably stink again to get ready to get another quarterback in the following draft that they see. That's the only way that I can see that happening. What about you, Hawk?
Yep. So I would say more than anything, this will be the time for Rand to really cook, in my opinion.
Yes, sir,
so
man.
What if we don't get the first 2 picks? So Trade.
Talk to him, Hawk.
Trade.
Talk
Get
to
up
him.
to the top 2 picks.
Talk to him,
Right?
Hawk.
Who needs a quarterback? We do. Make
Yes, sir.
trades. Get draft picks like we're doing now. Leverage those draft picks to move up. So I'm going into the offseason like, man, I'm going to pick in the top 2. I ain't worried about it. Even if I'm number 3 or number 4. If I got to move up one spot or whatever, hey, offer this to get this, right? So my mindset is, look, we're going top 2 regardless because we need a quarterback that bad. So that's my thoughts on that, Jock.
Thanks. Thomas 133 says, which one, Sanders or Ward, fits Cali's system? I'm gonna be honest with you. I think either one of them you can plug in there because they're ready to play now. But I like Cam. I do like Cam Ward. He's accurate. He's poised in the pocket. He's just real chill, man. And you can tell he'll get in there and it won't take him long to catch up and get up to speed. What he's doing at Miami is amazing. So that's for me. What about you, Hope?
Facts. It is. Yeah, man. And for those that, you all can follow us on YouTube. We talked about this in full detail. I would tell you all, in my opinion, man, either one is fine with me. I'm jumping up and down either one. But I think I would prefer Cam Ward as well, at least at this point. Our mind can change. Don't get me wrong, over a period of time. We see more tape. We see the combine and those things.
Uh-oh. We lost Hawk, y'all. We lost Hawk, y'all. Okay. He'll be back on. Keyshawn, he says, would you draft a quarterback with the top 5 pick or take a pass rusher? Hawk actually selling me on trading up. So if we're at number 5, and I'm thinking the teams that need a quarterback. So Carolina, I don't know what they're going to do with Bryce Young. So I'm anticipating them being in the top 5. The Patriots, there's another team that you got to look out for being in the top 5. Do they feel that they have something in Drake May, right? So Drake May's their quarterback. So do they feel? So if that's the case, if we are in the top 5, like Hawk said, I like that scenario where we trade up. I mean, you got enough picks. You might need to trade a number 1 for next year. Trade that. Might send a player or 2, but we need to get our franchise quarterback. So I think what we're doing is we're trying to load up on picks to maybe in that scenario do that, right? We got enough picks, right? Cleveland too, yeah. I can see Cleveland, but Jameis, it depends on what Jameis. But I agree with you. B Thomas. Cleveland is going to be top pick as well. So let's see here. Keyshawn says he likes Shador better because of what he's able to do under pressure consistently with the worst. I agree with that as well. His offensive line has been trash, but that boy's been balling. Only thing is it comes with, I'm not going to say the antics because I like the Sanders family. I like the confidence that that happens in special. Oh, okay. Let's see here. What happens if the special teams coach isn't fired tomorrow? Now, I think that might be Brian Callahan's friend, if y'all can correct me if I'm wrong from what I've heard in the press conference. I don't think they're going to fire him. Unfortunately, he better come up with something schematically. I don't know, but I don't think they're going to fire him. They might demote him, but they're going to have to fix this special teams issue fast. Again, shout out to Vrabel because Vrabel at least valued that unit to where we were really never that bad when it came to special teams. I think on his way out the door, we were kind of trending down. But shout out to Vrabel on there. And I see why it's important from a schematics perspective. So I definitely understand now. But I don't think he's going to be fired. Should he be fired? Yeah. I mean, in a perfect world, you'll think, okay, guys, get up out of here. But who would you replace him with? That's my question next. Like, if we're going to fix a problem, I have to have a solution behind it. So who do you replace him with? Right? Let's see here. Oh, Lord. Okay, so hypothetically, if Levis pans out, who should we draft? Hypothetically, if he pans out. You got the kid right now, let's see here, 2025 draft. You got the kid from the D lineman from UT I actually like him. I would either pull that or if you see a receiver that you like, if it's a top 5 pick, I would say, but I don't think. But, I mean, that's a great question. Travis. Boom. There you go. Travis Hunter. B. Thomas, you said it, bro. Travis Hunter. There you go. We top 5, and Levis somehow turns the ship or whatever. Travis Hunter. He's a generational talent, man. Travis Hunter for sure. Now, where you play him? Do you play him at receiver or do you play him at DB? What do you do? I'll probably put him at receiver. No, I'll take that back. I'll put him at DB. Man, come on. Who said that? Yeah, man, bro, you are. That's funny. He said, knowing this team, they'll take Carson Beck with the top pick. I agree with that. They probably would take Carson Beck. And you talking about piss the fight Titans fan base off? Do that if you want to. You're going to tick the Titans fans base off for real, man. That's hilarious. You get. Oh, that's funny, man. You pick Carson Beck if you want to. Man, you talking about tomatoes, boo birds happening? Yeah, do that if you want to. Do that if you want to. I like that at Tulsa Titan. I like DB. I'm kind of biased because I play DB, so I like that. I do. But that's funny though. Carson Beck, man. Tell me how y'all feel if we pick Carson Beck, man. I'm probably gonna shut down again. Carson Beck is okay, but he ain't that guy. He ain't gonna get you where you need to go. That's funny. I'm gonna take probably about 2 or 3 more questions, and then we'll get up out of here, ladies and gentlemen. Let's see here. That's funny. Now we do, guys. We do need, ladies. We do need a right tackle. We do. Would you draft one, or would you go out and get one in free agency? That's the biggest question. B. Thomas, you funny. That's funny. Yeah, Carson Beck, man. Now, yeah. Let's see here. Do you think Bryce Young can be fixed? Would he fit our scheme? I think Bryce Young can be fixed, but he has to be in a good system, man. He has to be in a hell of a system. And I think Carolina's one of those organizations too. Right now, man, they're not good at developing quarterbacks either. Besides Cam, no. But I would like to see Bryce Young in a decent system. In our system, I don't know. Maybe, but I wouldn't trade for him. What up, Hawk?
What's up, man? What's up?
Great question. Too much to type. Okay. T. Kelly, can you sum it up? Just sum it up.
What's up, T. Kelly?
He said it's too much to type. B. Thomas says in free agency. I agree with that. I like that. Getting the right tackle in free agency. And then what you can do, hypothetically, you can go out and get one and maybe get like one of those 4th round picks that we have and draft your right tackle there. That way you have something for the future, and then you have something that's right there that you can plug and play right now. Let me see. Do you think players are excited when we draft them to Tennessee?
I'd say this. Probably not initially.
We can't hear you. We can't hear you. I can't hear you.
Keep going there.
Put a 1 in the chat if y'all can hear her. All
right.
He said,
you keep going.
I think some of them are excited to go to the NFL. I do. When you're young like that, you get drafted, you're excited. Now there are some players that are fans of the Titans that want to get drafted, right? But yeah, go ahead, Hawk.
Yeah. So I think initially the Titans, when players get drafted here, they're probably thinking like, the Tennessee, Then when they come here, you come to Nashville, you see the city, you see the opportunity, you see the cost of living. Players are excited to be here, man. Because I think most players don't know about the Titans, about the Cowboys, the Eagles, older teams, right? But teams like the Jags, the Panthers, the Titans, those teams, players will probably be like, yeah, it's cool. And then you're here, it's like, oh man, dude, I didn't realize it was like this here. So I'm good here. So yes, I think it's one of those, you start in there and then all of a sudden you finish it like, okay, cool. I'm glad to be here for sure. So we'll go one more question, y'all. We'll go one more question. Yeah. What about you, Jacques? What you think?
Yeah, keep going, Hawk.
Yeah. Detroit Pizza was good today. 313 representing big. I hear you, T. Kelly. I understand, bro.
I can't hear you. I don't know what's going on. Like,
no worries. All right.
What does Cam?
All right. Well, listen, folks.
That makes y'all sold on Cam.
Cam,
Sanders, and they both have the same qualities, man. I'm gonna be honest with you. At this point, I'm like, I don't care which one we get. We get Cam, we get Sanders. I don't care. Just get one of them in here. We need to get one of them in here. They need to come in here. Yeah. Like, we need somebody to say this thing ASAP.
Yeah, for sure, man. Cool.
Go ahead,
All right. Okay. Well, listen, we want to say thank you all for watching the show, man. We appreciate everybody tuning in into the show. As always, man, you can follow us here on Bleacher Report. You can follow me at Lorenzo_the Hulk. You can follow Jacques at Jacques Merrill. Bleacher Report, we appreciate everything that you do, man, and bringing us here. You can follow us on YouTube. You can follow us on Twitter as well at Titans Weekly 24/7. You can follow us as well on Instagram. We are in those internet streets. We're on Apple, Spotify. We're everywhere, man.
Yeah. But anyway, Weekly family, we appreciate y'all, man. Thank y'all for hanging in there with us through this turbulent time of the Tennessee Titans. If you're a diehard Titans fan, you've been here before. We've been here before. Like hasn't been in a long time, but we've been here before. So hey, keep grinding. Let's keep trying to watch this team for the rest of the year. And thank y'all for supporting. Again, thank you, Bleacher Report, for the opportunity, man. We really appreciate this. And let's get to, I think, the Patriots next and see how that goes, and we'll go from there.
Yep. Absolutely, man. Well, as we always say and as we always do, y'all, facts.
No paper.